Yeah, it definitely would not be in functions. I tend to use Easy Custom Post Types, which is a plugin, so it sticks around across themes. If even if you change themes, if you're going to write the code out by hand, this is an excellent philosophy question. It depends on what you're going to do with it. If you're creating a plugin that you want to distribute to the world, you're making a movie management plugin, then it would just be in regular plugins. If you're writing something really specific for a client that nobody else in the world is going to care about, I would probably put it in MU plugins, because then it makes it harder for them to mess it up by poking around in the UI. When you're making, yeah, okay, so that brings up another good point. The difference between making a plugin for yourself and making a plugin for distribution. When you're making a plugin for yourself, you can take all kinds of shortcuts across things that you don't care about. It's not necessarily a good form, but you could do things like hard code paths to images on your server that nobody else's server is ever going to have. But if you're making a plugin for management of internal files and nobody should ever see it, who cares? You can, okay, so you throw it in MU plugins. You can call custom database files if you wanted. If you want to connect to a different database because your people are on another machine. When you're creating a file for plugin for distribution, there are lots and lots and lots of conventions you should follow. They're pretty well documented on WordPress.org about how you should indent things, how you should name files, how you should name functions, what kind of stuff should be in your comment headers at the top of your files. I mentioned hooks earlier. There was the admin head one. Admin head? Yeah, no. What was it? What's the one that puts the alert up here when you activate a plugin? Admin notices. There is a piece of code in the code right here called do action, and it just has the name admin notices. When you're making a plugin, you should sprinkle those hooks throughout your own code so other people can hook in and drop stuff in there like that. And it's just one function called do action, and you just make up a name it anything you want. Try not to name it anything that anyone else in the world might ever have used. That's trickier. Really, for sure, don't use one that WordPress has used, because that will make you cry.